Hello everyone, welcome to the Cultured PhD. Today I'm going to talk about cells, which are the basic building blocks of life. Every living organism, whether it is a tiny bacterium or a large human being, is made up of cells. Cells carry out all the processes necessary for life, making them one of the most important units in biology. So a cell is the smallest structural and functional unit of life. It is the basic building block. It can be unicellular, example bacteria and amoeba, or it can be multicellular like plants or animals, having many cells. In simple terms, cells make up tissues and those tissues make up organs and organs together form an organism. Example, a plant cell has a cell wall, chloroplast and large vacuole, while an animal cell lacks all of them. So let's dig into the background of this topic. The study of cells began in the 17th century, as early as 1665, when Robert Hooke first observed cells while examining a thin slice of cork under a microscope. Though it was Goethe's cell, later scientist Anton van Leeuwenhoek observed living cells as well. These discoveries laid the foundation for modern cell biology and helped the recent scientists to understand how living organisms work. Moreover, scientist Robert Brown in 1831 discovered the nucleus in plant cells and established the nucleus as an essential cell component. And further moving forwards, we have Schleiden Schwann, who gradually gave the cell theory based on which we define what is a cell. We will know more about cell theory in the preceding slides. So the important notable scientists have been listed here. You can observe from the slide itself. This will help you to answer certain MCQs which come in exams. These are very informative and mostly they are very important persons, the important scientists who have given such valuable insights about cells. So, what is cell theory? So the entire understanding of cells is summarized in the cell theory, which has three main principles. First one, all living organisms are made up of one or more cells. It can be either unicellular or multicellular. Secondly, the cells is the basic unit of structure and function in all living organisms. And lastly, all cells arise from pre-existing cells. This is an important point. All cells arise from the pre-existing cells. That means the parent cells give birth to the daughter cells. And in the modern cell theory, there is an additional fourth point which states that cell contains hereditary material DNA which is passed to daughter cells in the process of cell division. This is also a vital point because cell division in itself is a huge topic which we need to learn in great details. There are a lot of processes going on, which we will be doing in the next videos. But today we just need to know that the hereditary material is passed on from the parent cells to the daughter cells during cell division. So I guess you are already very curious to know what are the types of cells then. The main two types of cells are prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Those are the broadly classified categories. So what are prokaryotic cells? Prokaryotic cells are small simple cells. They do not have a true nucleus. This is an important point. They do not have a true nucleus or membrane bound organelles. Examples bacteria and archaea. And if we think about the eukaryotic cells, they are larger and more complex and they have a true nucleus and membrane bound organelles as well. Example, the plant, animal, fungal or protist cells. These are the examples for these types. So now the advanced kind of cell is the eukaryotic cell. It consists of various types of organelles. So first let's discuss about the various parts of an eukaryotic cell. The plasma membrane is the primary component of of an eukaryotic cell. It forms the outer boundary of the cell and it is selectively permeable and is made up of phospholipid bilayer and protein. We also call it PLP layer, protein lipid protein layer, sandwiched lipid layer between the protein layers. And then we have cytoplasm. It is a jelly-like fluid where the organelles are suspended, more like a gel pool in which the organelles are floating. And it is a site of many metabolic reactions as well. If you know what kind of metabolic reactions take place in the cytoplasmic or the cytosolic region, please let me know in the comments. So the next one is nucleus. It is the control center of the cell and contains DNA surrounded by nuclear envelope, and it contains nucleolus, which helps in formation of ribosome. So the other major organelles are mitochondria, ribosome, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosome, peroxisome, vacuole, and cytoskeleton. So the mitochondria you already know is the powerhouse of the cell. It helps in ATP production, which is the energy currency of our cell, and ribosomes, which help in protein synthesis. Endoplasmic reticulum are of two types mainly, rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The rough ones help in protein synthesis, while the smooth ones help in lipid synthesis. Golgi apparatus, it helps in packaging and secretion purposes. Peroxisomes help in detoxification, lysosomes for digestion and waste removal, and the vacuoles help in storage, while the cytoskeleton gives sturdity and support and shape and movement to the cell. So next, plant cells versus animal cells. So what is the difference between plant cell and animal cells? Though both the kinds of cells share many similarities, they also have some key differences. Like plant cells have a cell wall, chloroplast for photosynthesis, and a large central vacuole for storage. On the other hand, animal cells lack a cell wall, chloroplasts, but contain centrioles which help in cell division. So these are some of the major differences between the two types of cells. Also here we have pointed that plant cells have cell wall, contains chloroplast and has a large central vacuole and are usually rectangular in shape and the presence of plastids, which are mostly absent in animal cell but centrioles are present which aid in cell division. So this is a diagrammatic view of plant cell and animal cell. You can already see here the large central vacuole present in case of plant cell, which is absent in animal cell. Though they have vacuoles, but they are not as large as the plant cell ones. And you can already see there is a thick cell wall surrounding the plant cell, providing a specific geometrical shape to the cell, which is not true in case of animal cell. And also there are centrioles present in animal cell, which is absent in plant cells. And these green ones are the chloroplasts, which is exclusively present in plant cells and absent in animal cells because plant cells carry out photosynthesis but not animal cells. So these are some of the basic differences between the two types of cells. So now cells can be of certain specialized kinds like nerve cells, long conducts, impulses, muscle cells which are contractile, helps in movement, and red blood cells carries oxygen, root hair cells which helps in absorbing water, and guard cells which regulate stomata. These are some specialized examples. You can follow them. So lastly, what are the levels of cellular organization? From cell to organism, there are various steps actually. The cells are brought together and they form tissue. The tissues are followed by formation of specific specialized organs which carry out specialized functions like the liver tissue and the kidney tissue which carries out specific functions of the designated organs, and the organs together form the organ system, and all of these together forms the entire organism. These are the levels of cellular organism. Finally, cells carry out cell division to form the new daughter cells, and the cell division can occur in two ways: mitotic division and meiotic division. Mitosis is also known as equational division, where the cells formed after cell division contain the same number of chromosomes as the parent cells, and they also produce two identical daughter cells and are responsible for growth and repair. While in case of meiosis cell division, it is known as reduction division and produces gametes like sperms and egg cells, which have the reduced number of chromosomes, and usually it is half the number of chromosomes present in parental cells and results in genetic variation. It is the main uh, reason why there are genetic variations among organisms. Otherwise, all of us would have been clones. We would have been looking similar, and there would have been no differences between us. But the differences which we have between each other, which makes us distinct, it is due to the genetic variation which occurred due to meiosis. So finally, what is the importance of cells and why are we studying cells? It is the fundamental unit of life. It carries out metabolic activities. It stores genetic information and enables reproduction and maintaining homeostasis. So these are some of the importances of cells. I hope that this lecture would help you to learn something about cells. If you want to know anything in details about any of the slides or any topic related to cells, I would be more than grateful to help you out. Thank you, and if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comments. Bye bye.